Whites faithful, what I'm about to tell you will have you pacing around your living room because this isn't just transfer news. This is the beginning of something legendary at Elland Road. Daniel Farke and the 49ers have been working in the shadows, and what they're planning will send shockwaves through the entire Premier League. We're talking about 3 signings that could completely transform Leeds United from Championship survivors into Premier League warriors. First, there's a striker from Montenegro who once dominated an entire league so completely that he won 8 individual awards in a single season. Yes, you heard that right. 8 trophies for one man in one campaign. Then there's a Brazilian defender who's conquered 3 different countries and just played 90 minutes in a European final against Chelsea. This isn't some unknown quantity, this is a proven winner who could solve multiple problems for Leeds United in one brilliant move. And finally, there's a 19-year-old French midfielder who's being compared to N'Golo Kante himself, a teenager with the heart of a warrior and the skills to make Premier League stars look ordinary. We're talking about a ball-winning machine available for just 9 million because of relegation. But here's what's got me absolutely electric with excitement. This isn't random shopping, this is strategic genius. Every single one of these targets addresses a specific weakness in our squad, while adding qualities that will make opponents fear coming to Elland Road. The Whites have been quiet, maybe too quiet for some fans, but that silence was the calm before the storm. While other clubs were making headlines with mediocre signings, Leeds have been plotting moves that will have everyone talking about us for all the right reasons. There's drama, there's competition from bigger clubs, there's that classic underdog spirit that makes Leeds United special, and there's genuine quality that could propel us into the top half of the Premier League. This isn't just about survival anymore. This is about making a statement. If you're not part of this community yet, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because you cannot afford to miss what's coming. Hit that like button if you can feel the excitement building, and get ready to comment your predictions because this journey is about to become absolutely unforgettable. The first revelation involves a goal-scoring machine from the Balkans who made defenders across Slovakia have nightmares. Are you ready for this explosive start? Nikola Krstovic. Write this name down, tattoo it on your memory, because this could be the striker who finally gives Leeds United the firepower we've been craving for years. This isn't just any goal scorer, this is a man who turned the Slovak Superliga into his personal playground and collected trophies like they were going out of fashion. Listen to this absolute madness. In his final season at Diak 1904, Krstovic didn't just score goals, he obliterated every record going Slovak Superliga Player of the Month. 4 separate times in one season, Goal of the Month twice, Team of the Season, and the Golden Boot to top it all off. This guy was so dominant that they basically ran out of awards to give him. 26 goals in 35 games. That's not just impressive, that's devastating. Defenders in Slovakia were probably having nightmares about this man because he made them look like amateurs week after week. And here's the beautiful part. He took that form straight to Serie A and proved it wasn't a fluke. 11 goals for Lecce in his debut Italian season, then 12 goals this past campaign. We're talking about a 25-year-old striker who's already conquered 2 different leagues and is now ready for the Premier League challenge. This is exactly the kind of proven goal scorer that Daniel Farke needs to make his system work. But here's where it gets spicy for us. Whites. Leeds United are in advanced talks for this goal-scoring machine. We're talking about a 25-30 million deal that could transform our entire attack. Imagine having a striker who doesn't just score goals but brings that Eastern European mentality, tough, relentless, never giving up. The problem? Because there's always drama when Leeds want someone special. Italian clubs are circling like vultures. Reports suggest Krstovic would prefer to stay in Serie A with a bigger club rather than join us new boys in the Premier League. New boys? Have these people forgotten who we are? We're Leeds United. This is exactly the kind of disrespect that fires up every true Whites fan. They think we're not big enough, they think the Premier League isn't attractive enough. Well, let me remind everyone what happens when people underestimate Leeds United. We prove them spectacularly wrong. Krstovic might think he's too good for us now, but wait until he sees what we're building at Elland Road. Wait until he experiences the atmosphere, the passion, the incredible journey we're about to embark on. This is Leeds United. We don't beg anyone, but when they join us, they become legends. But while we're chasing this Montenegrin magician, there's an even more explosive story developing that involves a defensive masterstroke. Now here's where things get absolutely mental and the plot twist that nobody saw coming. While everyone's talking about strikers and midfielders, Leeds United have identified a defensive monster who could be the key to everything Daniel Farke is building: Nathan. This name should send shivers down the spines of every Premier League striker, because this Brazilian centre-back is exactly what Leeds United have been missing. Listen to this madness. The lad just completed a season where he helped Real Betis finish 6th in La Liga and played the full 90 minutes in the UEFA Conference League final against Chelsea. But here's where it gets absolutely crazy for us whites. While Real Betis are trying to steal our Mateo Joseph with lowball offers of £675 million plus a pathetic 20% sell-on clause, Leeds have turned the tables and gone straight for their defensive jewel. We're talking about a player who cost Betis $9 million from Napoli and has just signed a contract until 2030. This isn't just any defender, this is a 24-year-old Brazilian international who can play both centre-back and left-back. Do you understand what that means for Leeds United? It means we get a starting centre-back and defensive cover in one signing. It's like getting 2 players for the price of 1. Look at this man's journey. 10 appearances for Flamengo, 104 games for RB Bragantino where he proved his worth, a move to Napoli in Serie A, and then becoming a key player for Real Betis in La Liga. This guy has conquered Brazil, Italy and Spain, and now Leeds United want to bring him to conquer England. The audacity is beautiful. Betis think they can come for our Joseph with disrespectful offers, but we've identified their most valuable defensive asset and said, right, if you want to play games, let's play. This is the Leeds United mentality that made us legends. You come for one of ours, we come for your best. But here's the thing that's got me absolutely buzzing. Nathan has played 52 games for Betis, scored 2 goals, provided 2 assists, and only got 8 yellow cards in that time. This isn't just a defender, this is a complete footballer who can contribute at both ends of the pitch. The lad has experience in the biggest competitions: UEFA Conference League final, La Liga battles against Real Madrid and Barcelona, high-pressure matches that would break lesser players. And now Leeds United are asking Betis about him while they're trying to negotiate for Joseph. It's like Daniel Farke is playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. While other clubs are overpaying for mediocre players, Leeds are identifying genuine quality at realistic prices. Nathan represents everything we need: experience, versatility, winning mentality, and that South American fighting spirit that never gives up. But wait, because this Brazilian connection is just the beginning of something even more explosive. And now, the final explosive revelation that could tie this entire masterpiece together and turn Leeds United into an absolute juggernaut. While everyone's been focused on strikers and defenders, Daniel Farke has quietly identified the missing piece that could elevate us from good to absolutely unstoppable: Valentin Atangana. A 19-year-old midfield destroyer from Stade de Reims who's being compared to N'Golo Kante himself. Let that sink in for a moment. A teenager who plays with the intensity, the ball-winning ability, and the relentless energy of one of the Premier League's greatest midfielders. Here's the beautiful, twisted irony that makes this story even more incredible. Reims got relegated from Ligue 1 Dundee D1, which means this absolute gem is available for just £9 million. While other Premier League clubs are throwing £50 million at mediocre players, Leeds United could snap up a future superstar for the price of a decent backup goalkeeper. Daniel Farke has been made aware of Atangana's availability, and you know what that means in Leeds United language. We're already planning our move, already working out how to gazump every other club that thinks they can outmaneuver us. This is Leeds United. We don't just compete, we conquer. Picture this midfield for next season and tell me you don't get goosebumps. Ethan Ampadu's leadership and experience, Ao Tanaka's creativity and technical ability, and Atangana's relentless pressing and tackling. That's not just a midfield, that's a statement of intent to every Premier League club. The lad has that controlled aggression, that hunger, that absolute refusal to let opponents breathe that separates champions from also-rans. In 63 appearances already at his age, he's shown the consistency and mentality that you simply cannot teach. This is what Leeds United represents, finding diamonds and polishing them into legends. But here's what gets me most electric about this entire situation. This isn't just about individual signings anymore. Krstovic bringing goals and Eastern European steel, Nathan providing defensive solidity and South American flair, Atangana adding French intensity and youth. This is about building a team that embodies everything Leeds United stands for. We're talking about players from 4 different continents, all coming together at Elland Road with one common goal: to make Leeds United a force that nobody can ignore. This is the globalization of the Leeds United spirit, and it's absolutely beautiful to witness. The 49ers aren't just backing Daniel Farke with money, they're backing him with vision. They understand that Leeds United isn't just another club, we're a sleeping giant that's about to wake up and remind everyone why we're called the Whites. This is our time, this is our moment, this is our revolution. From a goal machine from Montenegro to a defensive warrior from Brazil to a teenage destroyer from France. This isn't just squad building, this is empire building. We're not just surviving in the Premier League, we're preparing to dominate it. So here's my question for every single member of the Whites family watching this. Are you ready for this incredible journey? Are you ready to believe in something special again? Are you ready to show the world that Leeds United never stays down for long? Because if these 3 signings happen, if Farke gets the backing he deserves, if the 49ers continue investing in this vision, then we're not just coming back to the Premier League, we're coming back to conquer it. Smash that like button if you believe in this Leeds United revolution. Subscribe and hit the notification bell because this summer is going to be absolutely legendary. Comment below and tell me which of these 3 potential signings has you most excited, and let's build this community of believers together. The Whites are back, and the Premier League better be ready for what's coming. MOT.